an educational guide to drawing and painting flowers. This document aims to provide aspiring artists with techniques and tips for capturing the beauty of flowers through drawing. We'll cover essential concepts and practical exercises to help you develop your floral art skills. Understanding floral anatomy and structure. Before you begin, it's crucial to understand the basic anatomy of a flower. This knowledge will enable you to draw and paint flowers more accurately and convincingly. Key components. Identify the main parts of a flower. Petals, the colorful, often fragrant parts that attract pollinators. Observe their shape, arrangement, texture, and color variations. Sepals, the protective leaves at the base of the flower. Stamen, the male reproductive part, consisting of the anther, where pollen is produced, and the filament, the stalk. Pistil, the female reproductive part, consisting of the stigma, where pollen lands, the style, the stalk, and the ovary, where seeds develop. Stem and leaves. Foundation, support structure. Note the leaf shape, veining, and arrangement along the stem. Simplified forms. Break down complex floral structures into basic geometric shapes: circles, ovals, cones, cylinders. This helps in creating a foundation for your drawing. Example: a rose can be initially sketched using a series of overlapping circles and curves. A tulip can be constructed by using a combination of elongated ovals and triangles, perspective, and angles. Observe flowers from different angles to understand how their forms change in perspective. Consider foreshortening. How petals or leaves appear shorter when viewed at an angle. Overlap. How petals and leaves obscure each other, creating depth. Vantage point. Draw from different angles. 2. Drawing techniques. Materials. Pencils. Use a range of pencils, HB, 2B, 4B, for varying line weights and shading. Eraser. Kneaded erasers are ideal for lifting graphite gently. Drawing paper. Smooth or slightly textured paper is suitable for pencil drawing. Sketchbooks for studies. Basic steps. Gesture drawing. Begin with a loose, gestural sketch to capture the overall shape, movement, and proportion of the flower. Don't worry about details at this stage. Construction. Refine the basic shapes, using geometric forms to outline the petals, sepals, stem, and leaves. Pay attention to proportions and angles. Contour drawing. Define the edges of the flower with more precise contour lines. Vary line weight to suggest depth and form. Shading and value. Add shading to create dimension and realism. Observe the light source and use darker values in areas of shadow. Use techniques like hatching, cross-hatching, and blending to create different tonal effects. Details. Add finer details such as veins in leaves, textures on petals, and subtle variations in color. Practice exercises. Blind contour drawing. Draw a flower without looking at your paper, focusing only on the edges of the flower. This improves observation skills. Negative space drawing. Draw the spaces around the flower rather than the flower itself. This helps you see shapes and proportions more accurately. Value studies. Create a series of small drawings, each focusing on a different aspect of value: light and shadow. 3. Painting techniques. Materials. Watercolors. Transparent and versatile. Ideal for capturing delicate floral textures. Acrylics. Opaque and fast drying. Suitable for bold and vibrant flower paintings. Oils. Rich and blendable, allowing for detailed and nuanced flower paintings. Brushes. A variety of round, flat, and filbert brushes in different sizes. Painting surfaces. Watercolor paper, canvas, or painting panels. Watercolor techniques. Wet on wet. Apply paint to a wet surface for soft, diffused effects. Wet on dry. Apply paint to a dry surface for crisp, defined edges. Layering. Build up colors gradually by applying thin, transparent washes. Glazing. Applying thin layer of translucent paint over previously dried paint to modify the color. Dry brushing. Apply dry brush to create texture. Acrylic techniques. Blending. Blend colors smoothly by using a wet brush to soften edges. Layering. Build up colors in layers, allowing each layer to dry before applying the next. Impasto. Apply thick layers of paint with a palette knife for a textured effect. Underpainting. Put down a base tone to guide the final painting. Oil painting techniques. Alla prima. Painting wet on wet, completing the painting in one sitting. Layering. Building up colors in successive layers, allowing each layer to dry. Blending. Blending colors gradually to create smooth transitions. Glazing. Apply thin layer of translucent paint over previously dried paint to modify the color. Fat over lean. Applying layers of paint with increasingly higher oil content. Color mixing. Understanding the color wheel? Familiarize yourself with primary, secondary, and tertiary colors. Mixing complementary colors. Mix complementary colors to create neutral tones. Creating color harmonies. Choose color combinations that are pleasing to the eye, e.g., analogous, complementary, triadic. Practice exercises. Color swatch chart. Create a chart of different color mixtures and their values. Value scale painting. Paint a grayscale value scale to practice controlling tonal values. Floral, still, life. Set up a simple floral arrangement and paint it, focusing on capturing the colors, forms, and light. IV. Tips for capturing floral beauty. Observe nature closely. Spend time observing flowers in their natural environment. Notice their colors, shapes, textures, and how light interacts with them. Take reference photos. Use photographs as references, but don't rely on them solely. Use them to inform your understanding of the flower, not to copy it exactly. Simplify and abstract. Don't be afraid to simplify the details and abstract the forms to create a more expressive painting. Find your style. Experiment with different techniques and approaches to find your own unique style of floral art. Practice regularly. The more you practice, the better you will become. V. Conclusion. Drawing and painting flowers is a rewarding and fulfilling artistic pursuit. By understanding floral anatomy, mastering basic drawing and painting techniques, and practicing regularly, you can develop your skills and create beautiful floral artwork that captures the essence of nature's beauty.